Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we analyze XRP. None of the content is financial advice. This is the homepage of our website, cryptoweeklies.com. This you can check the banner over here. These are the base case and bull case scenario forecasted by our machine learning models for XRP. The base case is to $4 and bull case to $6. Right now, the price of XRP is at around $2.36 against fighting against a 50 weeks simple moving average coming in at around $2.45, and the simple moving average at 20 weeks are simple moving average at $2.75 and the 21 week exponential moving average at $2.70. So narrow range between $2.50 and $2.75, just to approximate it. Price is still above again this time around in 2025, and in mid-July 2025 price did go to about $3.65, well above the 2017-2018 high, and again from the Fibonacci perspective drawn from the 2021 high and the 2022 bottom, price did go to that 1.618, and above that the $4 level is at around $4.72, that is at around 2.618, and the 3.618 is at around $6.41. Again, these models don't talk to each other. These are machine learning based and risk based models, whereas the analysis that we just saw was at technical levels based. So again, an area of confluence amongst several different indicators. Again, you can access all of the videos from recorded on YouTube for XRP using this link over here on the homepage of the website itself. Going to this crypto YouTube channel's homepage, and then again keying in XRP, should pop up all of the videos made throughout the course of the bear market and the bull run related to XRP. Same you can do for the other altcoins as well. And for all of the analysis pertaining to XRP on the website, it's one dedicated column or row for XRP on its USD. And then again one on related its Bitcoin pair and also on its ETH pair. So let's start with XRP USD forecast. Right now, again, this is the bull cases. One could argue that that major euphoria top for XRP or process for XRP happened back in November when it rallied from 50 cents to about $2.50, a 5x move in less than a month or around a month. That phase is behind us. What remains is again arguably, if there is a smaller euphoria scenario towards the end of the year, the max permissible ceiling is at around for this base case is at around between the current price and $2.75. That is back to the 20-week simple moving average, whereas the bull case again have to be really precise over here with respect to that bull case scenario, because it's essentially a straight line up, which is again outside the scope of the current price trajectory. The bear case again, as we go into 2026, the 71 cents, between 71 cents and $1.80, that's what is forecasted by the machine learning model as the bear market approaches for the wider asset class. Right now, from the year to date perspective, we look at the price of XRP, how it is doing with respect to the yearly ROI for 2025. Again, this is Bitcoin in 2025 up 12.5% from the yearly open, whereas XRP over here has had a slightly different 2025. Again, when Bitcoin moves up, again the other this is XRP right now, it's negative 1.21%. Whenever Bitcoin moves up, then XRP moves a lot more, like it did back in July. This is Bitcoin in July. Up when Bitcoin was up 25%, XRP was up 53%. Now Bitcoin is only up 12%, whereas XRP is negative from the yearly open. Apologies for the color code. Again, they are randomly assigned. In terms of the social media sentiment and related to crypto, again XRP as a narrative is still a pressing or attention seeking narrative over here over the last 7 days, although the bearishness has now subsided and bullish narratives have taken hold. Again, you can check out these narratives on the indicators. This is the narrative cloud indicator. The heat map is over here. Over the last 24 hours, XRP's performance has been decent, up by about 3%. Over the last 7 days, the wider market did cool off, but still XRP held better than some of its peers. Again, XRP is in the top quartile, and even better than ETH and BTC. The last 7 days performance for XRP. Over the last 30 days, XRP did decently, again negative 21%, but again some of the names were down negative 40%. Over the last 90 days, XRP was not that of a high performer. So overall, again, the narratives are favoring right now BNB and all the other assets more so than XRP. XRP did rally quite a bit in November 2024. Coming to the overall or the peak value indicator for composite risk score of where the market is right now. Again, the market has entered this low risk territory of about 0.35 or 35% completion as it stands from the estimated bull run peak for the entire market. This time around, again, most of the gains in 2024 and 2025 or this bull run have been occurring for major assets such as Bitcoin, Sol, ETH and XRP. Again, the wider crypto market did not rally as much as it did back in 2021, where the risk scores were about 0.8 similar time last market cycle. This time again only a handful of cryptos are rallying, the rest are kind of lagging behind. In terms of the time weighted average price for XRP, the price has left the red zone and entered the orange zone. Now the time weighted average price is in an upswing from November 2024 from 52 cents. Now it has risen quite a bit to 75 cents. Come 2026, whenever these that is the price line intersects this blue line and the risk color codes entered in this purple territory, those would be the accumulation phase for XRP when the price is potentially below time weighted average price or close enough to the time weighted average price. This model gets updated every day. It's not retroactively fitted, it's a live model, but it reacts dynamically to the latest price action to help identify what is the accumulation zone for XRP. And also the red territory is essentially a distribution zone. We were in this zone quite a bit in starting December 2024 till about October 2025. Now we are in this orange territory where the risk is less than 0.8 or close enough to 0.8. Coming to the XRP's regression based interpretation, again the regression based model has an upswing. That's why right now the price is close enough to the bottom regression scenario, but again this late into the bull run, again this model does not count as much as the other models. But if let's say if there is one leg back to the 0.2 to 0.3 risk, the price forecasted in that scenario is between $4.60 and about $6.30. So that's where the range comes from. In terms of the 20-week simple moving average price risk, that has also cooled off. The price is below the 20-week simple moving average price. As I mentioned earlier, the 20-week simple moving average price is at around $2.75. That's this red line over here, whereas the current price is $2.36. So again a cool off on the 20-week simple moving average. Again, if it were to go back to the 0.5 risk sometime before the bull market concludes, the 0.5 risk for XRP is at around $3.75 as of today, but it could well meet at around $4 level. The top of the channel is at around $4.78 or $4.80 per the 20-week simple moving average price model. Overall, if you were to look at some longer term models such as a retirement model, considering not the bear case but let's say base case scenario and the bull case scenario for XRP and the number of XRP token needed to be a millionaire, the bull case says that if the price tops this bull run at around $4 level, which again not too long ago in 2025 the price came close to the $3.80 level. So with that, and again the analysis saying that every non-bear market year the price grows 30%, and in the bear market year once in 4 years declines by 30% every that's the 4-year market simulation based compound annual growth model. Again, price do not, especially for cryptos, do not go straight up. They have volatility to the upside and to the downside. That's not financial advice, that's just the historical pattern. So with that, 2026 market cycle, again with 30% decline coming close to that $3 level. Again, this is smoothened out. The low could be well below the $2 range. And in 2027, the smoothened out peak at around $7, in 2033 at around $11, in 2037 $17, and in 2040 $21. That means if that kind of scenario pans out, the number of XRP tokens needed to be a millionaire, if price goes to $4 this time around, 250,000 XRP tokens would be all it needs to be a millionaire in 2029, with that forecasted price of at around $7. The number of XRP token needed to be a millionaire would be 140,000. In 2033 at around 90,000, in 2037 about 58,000, and in 2040 about 47,000. So drops from about 250k to about 1/5 or less than 1/5 of that in 15 years. If we look at instead of the bull case, if we look at the base case scenario, where the price grows only 15% year over year, in that scenario, again the price could have slightly muted trajectory, and again grow only to about $7. Again, right now that scenario is out of scope. The bull case, if let's say there is a higher volatility to the upside with 45% CAGR in the non-bear market years, where the peak for this bull run goes close to that $6 target, and then again declines 40% instead of 30%, again with higher volatility to upside. Again, the higher volatility to the downside is again the other side of the coin. So restarts 2026 at around, smoothened out at around $3, goes to $11 in 2029, $20 in 2030, $37 in 2037, and in $47 in 2040. So that kind of scenario, if that kind of scenario is ahead of us, the number of XRP token needed to be a millionaire go down to 166k this year itself, and that from that point in 2029 close to $90,000. 2033 itself $50,000, again 7 years earlier. In 2037 25, so roughly speaking $25,000 tokens, and in 2040 roughly speaking 20,000 tokens of XRP gets to that $1 million status. Again, this tabular view is also available on this chart on the Crypto Retirer, not just for XRP, for all other major cryptos. So with that, what I would like to conclude is, with that estimated bull target for XRP, with all things kind of aggregated together, the base case peak forecasted with that all of these individual risk based model, the regression risk, the time weighted average price risk, and the SMA risk, and the adjusted risk at around 0.35, the base peak at around that is at around $3.88, the bull peak at around $6.50, and the moon boy peak at around $9.70, which aligns with this 2.618 and the 3.618. The bull case aligns with the 3.618. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.